You could make a video that says, not all men do this, but, and then it still won't stop the not all men crowd from being like, fuck you, you're a misandrist. It happens every video. Every video that I've made where I'm like, I sympathize with men. Like, you know what, honestly, you do deserve, like, love and affection and, like, vulnerability in a society that doesn't exactly fully cater to you as much as we think it does. And then there'll still be some dude who just is like, I feel like being mean to a woman today. It's just layers upon layers of patheticness. Because it's like, you could call me a misandrist about some shit that I could actually be misandristic on. But then it's like, if I make a video where I'm talking about, hey, not all men do this, but I have met, and here are plenty of examples where some men get hurt, like, once, and then they decide to just, like, terrorize every single person of the opposite gender they meet, as if women don't also go through bad things. Like, you know, we all had unreciprocated feelings. We've all had fucked up trauma. Like, I've had a bunch of fucked up trauma, and I still decide to love every single day as much as I can, even when it could possibly hurt me. But then some dudes are just like, oh yes, I'm 32 years old and I haven't gotten over this girl I dated when I was 16. So I'm just going to have 16 years of terrorizing as many women as I can with emotional manipulation and mind games. And that's quite dangerous, and I don't think that should be a thing. And in the video, I elaborated very well that there's a lot that comes into play. Like, you know, men don't always get the opportunity to be vulnerable. Men don't always get the chance to, like, be their 100% entire selves. I feel like there is an emotional repression across the genders, but it's, like, so specific. It's like, it's one of those things where, yes, one can say both genders are emotionally repressed and are not allowed to be themselves. But I feel like there's a sexual and emotional, actually no, there's both. Like, for women, it's like, don't you dare, like, show too much skin, or be open about your body count, or do this or that, or you're a fucking slut and we hate you and we will try to exile you from society over it. Like, it's weird. Like, the only people who have an exception might be celebrities, and that's because then it's like, oh hey, we can profit off of this woman, and, like, if we objectify her and we get a bunch of money, then hey, this works for us. Yeah, girl, shake your pussy on stage, scissor with Katy Perry, we don't give a shit. And then emotional repression is like, how do I put this? Some women can't even go to the doctor and stand up to themselves like, hi, I have a huge lump growing in my tit, and you keep saying that I should just, like, sleep on it, and that it's probably just hormones, or that I should lose weight. How about you actually try? And then they'll be like, you're an aggressive bitch, we're sending you home. Go away. And then it's like, a lot of things with us can be dismissed. But then on the other hand, it's still, like, present for men, just in a different way. Like, if a man gets abused or sexually assaulted, it's entirely swept under the fucking rug. They don't give a shit. They think you can handle it because you're a man, or you should have liked it. Sorry, I found something on my nose a second ago. I don't know what that is, but I just kind of was like, do I have a mole that I forgot about? I've never had a mole. Or aside from this side, I mixed up where my mole is. Sorry, unrelated. But anyway, locking back in. As I was saying, I feel like men are also emotionally repressed, where it's like, from a young age, you're told, like, hey, you can't wear that or else you're a faggot. You can't show this emotion or else you're fucking gay and a pussy and a bitch and a loser, and they're going to eat you fucking alive. And then they're kind of conditioned in a certain way. There's plenty of men I know where they aren't allowed to cry around anyone else except for me, because they basically know that no one else can, like, make them feel safe or, like, actually, like, let them be vulnerable. Anyone else would be like, ooh, bro's crashing out, he's cooked, he's losing his fucking shit. And so because of that, like, and also some women are just extremely unattracted to men who, like, show emotion and cry or whatever. Like, no, nigga, it shouldn't, like, I don't know. I don't think the only time a man should get flowers is at his fucking funeral. And I don't think that men should only be able to say that they love someone on their deathbed. Like, I think men should be able to cry at funerals without being worried their wife's gonna leave them and get the ick. But at the same time, I'm not gonna just not make videos about how some people just see women as entirely disposable and replaceable because they think, all women are meant to cater to me emotionally. All women are meant to boost my ego and serve me. All women are supposed to do this, this, and that. If I'm noticing it as a trend big enough where I'm making a video on it, then I'm going to bring it up. Because just like how I don't think it should be like, oh, a man has to worry that he can't cry when his son gets hit by a car, or this, or that, or else he's going to be seen as a weak bitch. I also think that it's like, hey, I don't think that women should be treated as disposable objects. Like, yeah, Just because you don't like that your wife is sick with cancer or gained some weight, during her pregnancy that you made her pregnant, I don't think you should just be able to fucking abandon her. Just because you are like, I can always get another woman who can, like, take care of me, nurture me, and look hot. I don't need this one. Bad investment. But I also don't think that, like, okay, you had your heart broken, like, once. And then you're just like, I'm gonna just manipulate as many women I can into fucked up, messed up sex with me because they're doing it because they think I want a relationship, but really I'm gonna block them after they leave my house. It's like, no, you could go for anyone for consensual, healthy sex. You don't need to have weird ego trips where you go on, like, why are you being manipulative? Anyway, but I'm making this video because I can make a whole video talking in depth about, like, all the factors to why I think a man would do that. And another comment even clarified, he was like, this is why women also should be a little careful with how they deal with men emotionally, because men aren't often given spaces to be vulnerable or to, like, fully be themselves, this or that. And I was like, I agree, that's very true. But I don't feel like women should be 100% held responsible, because, how do I put this? Like, I'll put it like this. If, let's say I broke someone's heart or made them sad or something, like if I said, oh, no, thank you, I don't want to date you, I don't think that it would give a dude the right to be like, oh, okay, all of these bitches on this planet need to suffer now. Like, it's like, hey, or maybe that was just one bitch. Maybe it's not all of them, because then why are you going up to women who are like, hi, sweetie, I love you and adore you and want to treat you right, and you're just like, fuck you, I don't trust you. Get the fuck out of my face. Actually, come here so I can fuck you, and then I'm going to hurt you on purpose, and then I'm going to leave because I need an ego boost. That's stupid. Use your common sense. And before you say it, but I know someone's going to say it either way, not all men, not all women. Yes, we get it. Shut up. Enough that it's being talked about in a video. And also, I listed a bunch of different fucking examples, non-stop examples of times that's happened. Like, hell, my ex-boyfriend Morgan, like, he told me that, like, the very first girl he ever dated cheated on him, and that led to a domino effect. And it's like, okay, makes sense, but, like, you're about to be 30 one day or another. Are you still gonna let some girl you dated when you were 15 who cheated on you just, like, be your excuse to keep cheating on and emotionally abusing every single woman you get with? Like, eventually I can't even use the excuse of, ooh, men don't get that many opportunities to be vulnerable, because it's like, no, there are support groups. Like, we live in the age of ChatGPT and Reddit forums. Since if you don't want to do fucking therapy, but he could get therapy, he has the healthcare and everything. There's a lot of factors. Like, you just need to push past the stigma and get the fucking help you need. There's no reason you should be out here just like, I'm gonna just keep tormenting women for an ego boost because I have mommy issues and I'm sad about a heartbreak that happened over a decade ago with some girl who's probably happily married by now. Like I said, I've been through a lot of fucked up traumas, and guess what? I didn't have support for any of those bitches either. I didn't. Like, hardly fucking any. I would, like, trust me, all of the bad shit you could ever picture, I went through. It was severely bad, and I didn't have many people I could talk to. And in this day and age, it's like, yes, you still have people you could talk to. Even as a man, no matter your gender, there's always something out there. Some people don't think that far ahead. They don't give themselves the chance to be vulnerable, and they just are like, fuck this. I get it, though. It's an embarrassing thing, and the ego, but still, like, try. But anyway, I just think it's fucking stupid that I can still, yeah. Like, I know I should expect it, but whenever I make a video where I'm making it very obvious that I'm not anti-men, but that I can just, like, how do I put this? Me talking about things that I have seen and witnessed and known and experienced men to do is not anti-men. Like, if you don't want to be known for that stuff, maybe y'all should check the motherfuckers that you know that do it. And then maybe you should, like, or just don't do it yourself. It's not that hard. So I can be like, la 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 la, I'm gonna make a video about how, like, some men, because not all, just some men, will get, like, one fucking heartbreak in middle school, and then they'll be like, cool, this is the perfect excuse to start treating women horribly, as terribly as I fucking want, without any remorse, because I think every woman is as evil as that one girl I dated when I was 14. Or that one woman I dated when I was 19. It's like, get over it. You'll be like, really? Why did you think the world needed more of that bullshit? I actually talked to this dude recently, and he did explain when I called him out on it. He was like, yeah, I did do that because I just wanted people to feel hurt in the way that I feel hurt, because I didn't want to be the only one suffering. And I commend him for at least being open enough to like speak on that and be honest about it, but it still didn't change the fact of like, oh, that's still fucked up. But anyway, you can cite your sources, you can say not all men, you can say it in the most fucking polite, clean way possible, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's like, nigga. Like, someone will still be in your comment section like, this is an aggressive video. What the fuck? You just hate all men. No. And also, I'm thinking of a slur to call you now. It's not hating men if I just list out men that I've known to do it, and I just so happen to have a lot of men. Clearly, that's not, like, the men I've listed are not all men, but they are men who exist and have done it in abundance. In so many cases. If you really are upset, then, I don't know, how do I put this? Take the rage you have for me to be like, oh my god, I can't believe this chick who says that men deserve, like, rights and vulnerability and, like, access to love safely, and that they need to trust that love is out there for them and that they're going to receive it and not hurt others. I can't believe she's a man-hater. Fuck you, kill yourself. How about you off yourself? And if you can't do that, then, sorry, I'm halfway kidding, but also I'm not. Maybe you should consider it. How about you take that, like, harness that energy you have for me and save it for the men that actually do it enough that I even have to make a video like this. If you see a homie where he got his heart broken once, and now he's bragging to you like, yeah, this girl says she wanted to date, but fuck no, I just want the pussy. And also, I'm secretly talking to like 8 other women, and all 8 of them think I'm gonna date them, but I'm not. Simply put, do yourself a favor and just harness all that rage and hate for me, and just kamehameha that shit at the bitch ass nigga who's actually ruining women. Cause he's the source, you know? Are you gonna get mad at the bulletproof vest for getting shot, or the gun that shoots? But some niggas ain't smart, they can't compute. So, you know, I know I'm still gonna get some weird comments anyway from niggas who probably just get mad at titles, or don't even get past the fucking 2-minute mark of a video, so. Cause guess what? You're the friend that you are not holding accountable, who's out here doing shit that definitely is misogynistic and fucked up and hurtful and evil. Of course, then it's going to have a domino effect, because now you're going to have 8 women saying, huh, this nigga was not shit. I'm not going to punish every nigga for it, but boy oh boy, is this just another tally mark of all the niggas who have treated me like shit. And then you're going to get mad at those 8 different women and be like, hey, how dare you say men aren't shit? Stupid. Bye.